No sufficient reason for Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you another news and update coming from Daily Post, and the news headline says no sufficient reason for Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. Now, Ohanaeze is raising alarm over Ahmadike's release. We all know that Ahmadike was kidnapped by Nigeria terrorist state in Kenya since 2021, and he was tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. And since then, he has been in DSS, he has remained in DSS custody, even when Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him of all charges. Nigeria terrorist state refused to release the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Southeast Eflefus, these Eflefus now, ranting. Did not challenge Nigeria government then. They did not ask why Nigeria government refused to release Nnamdi Kanu, even when Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him. Well, dear friends, before we continue with this very update, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, tune in. So, dear friends, we are all aware that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya by Nigeria terrorist state since 2021. He was tortured for 8 days, and the criminal career agitators and viewers that claimed to be working with Ahmadike never raised alarm over their leader not being heard from for 48 hours, to the extent of 8 days, a week and a day. Those Eflefus never raised alarm. Nnamdi Kanu wouldn't have been renditioned back to Nigeria if I thought they raised alarm. Nigeria government would have provided the evidence of the accusations leveled on Ahmadike, but no, all of them kept mute. When Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu, Southeast governors was challenged by Malami, because Malami came out national television and said that they are waiting for Southeast stakeholders and leaders to say something, and none of them said anything. They all kept mute because they have all been bribed. Oh, they keep pushing, and the Fulanese will now turn it and hang it on their neck. The Fulanese will tell them what they want and also order them not to say anything. We are going to challenge you people to come out and say something, but you people will not say anything. That is why Malami came out and said that they are waiting for Southeast stakeholders and leaders to say something. Nobody said anything. It was after some months they started crawling out one after the other. Why didn't they come out then? Now, they are telling you here there is no sufficient reason for Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. Ohanaeze, of course we are aware. Ahmadike's only crime is asking for his people's freedom and the total exit from Nigeria, because unity is not by force. My people are being killed in Nigeria. They are being terrorized. They are being marginalized. They are being humiliated. There is no inhuman treatment have not been melted on his people. He said, no, I want to take it upon myself to make sure that my people are free and totally out of that zoo. The Eflefus in Nigeria politics from Southeast started kicking against him. They sabotaged his effort. There is nothing they did not accuse him. They called him a terrorist leader. They prescribed the IPOB. Those Eflefus orchestrated all of this. They brought Operation Python down to Biafra land, because their people are fighting for nothing but freedom. But here they are today telling you there is no sufficient reason. So all these allegations, all the allegations, this thing, blackmails, they were doing it for their own selfish gain and interest. Well, dear friends, let's go straight to this very news before we continue with the analysis. Here it says the President General of Ohanaeze worldwide, Nze Ozechukwu Fedelis Chukwu, has stated that the Nigeria government has no sufficient reason to continue detaining Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. In a statement issued by Ohaneze's spokesman, Alex Wonia, the organization's President General emphasized that the release of Nnamdi Kanu is a moral burden on the federal government, adding that there is no sufficient reason for the prolonged detention of Kanu by the security agencies of the state. Chukwu assured the National Executive Committee, NEC, that a blueprint will be developed to ensure Ohanaeze not only complements the goodwill of the state, but is also positioned to discharge its diverse functions and overcome challenges as they arise. He further stated that although his days in the office are numbered, he is determined to leave behind an impressive legacy. All right, this is coming from the new president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo after the passing of Iwanyomu. He said his name is Nze Ozochukwu Fidelis Ichukwu. He said no sufficient reason for Nnamdi Kanu to continue the detention. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Ohanaeze, that was kidnapped by Nigeria terrorist state, and they keep saying arrest, arrest. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was never arrested. He was kidnapped by Nigeria terrorist state. And the worst part is that he was not traveling with Nigeria passport. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. And we also are aware of the British their own part, the part they are playing in making sure that Biafrans not is it their contraption, their biggest zoo in Africa. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, but the British do not care as long as their business empire remains one. They do not care. Once you're talking about the exit of Biafra from their business empire, their backward entity called Nigeria, you become a threat, and they will go after you by all means. There is no way Britain is not a complicit in the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. There is no way. They are the ones that gave the go-ahead order because they are after their interest and their benefit. And the Fulanis want nothing but total control and to be in charge, to conquer. Yeah, conquering everyone. Their agenda of conquering everyone. That is all they after. As long as you remain in that bondage, they do not care how you are living if you are free. They do not care about the terrorism. They are the ones sponsoring the terrorism. Amadike's only crime is asking for Biafra. He said, conduct a referendum. Let my people choose if they want to remain in Nigeria or go with Biafra. He becomes a threat. Nigeria, the fact remains that Nigeria government broke international law and the world is not doing anything. That is one thing you also need to understand. Anybody that comes out or anybody doing anything he or she can to make sure Biafra is restored, respect that person, support that person any way you can. Not the criminal career agitators, not those criminals that just want to be noticed by the oppressors and to be bribed. I mean, genuine people fighting for Biafra total exit and freedom. Support them. Because those you are calling on will never come to your rescue. See the word EU, UN, USA. There is no way they will come to your rescue. See the people, all of you are calling, oh, come and see what is there. We have submitted evidence of all these atrocities. If you do not fight for your freedom, nobody will fight for your freedom for you. Nobody will give you freedom on a platter of gold. The oppressors are not bribing EU, UN, or other countries not to support Biafra to give you the freedom at the end of the day. They are bribing them not to talk. As long as they keep marginalizing you, as long as they keep killing you, terrorizing you, for you not to talk about your freedom. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's only crime is asking for his people freedom from Nigeria. And you see these Eflefus now telling you there is no sufficient. Of course, there is no sufficient reason. What is his crime? I want my people to be free. Conduct a referendum. My people have been killed. They are being terrorized. Our people can no longer go to their farms. If not for Ahmadike that created ESN. Biafra mothers were being raped by headsmen. Did those Eflefus in Southeast do anything? They did not do anything. They did nothing. Mothers were being raped. People were being butchered. And those Eflefus were there. When Ahmadike formed the security outfits, they all trooped out. They are always against their own people. They can't defend them. They have never for once defended their people. For once, they have not. Talk about the atrocities and the ethnic cleansing or the genocide against their own people, or the terrorism of Nigeria terrorist state or Nigeria terrorist army against their own people. But once it's about their people defending themselves, you see them crawling out, talking about their own people, talking against their own people. But look at the Fulanis, how they're supporting their headsmen, foot soldiers, bandit brothers. Erufai will come out, a governor from one of ex-governor, or should I say former governor from the north, told you that bandits kidnapping and taking ransom are doing business. And Buhari will tell you, it said if you go after an attack on Boko Haram is an attack on all the northerners. Now, these Eflefus in Southeast, the Fulanis, do they have another head apart from the ones we see? No, everybody, I want to show of fishing, but these Eflefus have forgotten where they drop their balls to fish it back. And they question the Fulanis and Nigeria terrorist state. Why would they want their people to remain enslaved or caged in Nigeria, knowing fully well nothing is working? Take a look at Biafra land. Take a look at our people. I saw what is going on. Biafrans died over free palliative. That is what they want, for our people to continue dying. If you ask them to support Biafra or support what we are, the freedom with it, they will refuse. because they do not want you to be free. They just want you to remain in that zoo, for them to remain in politics. Well, dear friends, I'll stop here. Southeast Iflefus, in the name of Ohanaeze and Detention and Diama, said there is no sufficient reason for Nnamdi Kanu to continue in detention, or there is no sufficient reason for Nnamdi Kanu continue the detention. That is what we are talking about. You talk about sit at home, you see them kicking against sit at home, trying to stop sit at home by all means, without doing what the people are asking for, what their people are asking for. Biafrans are sitting at home in solidarity with our leader Nnamdi Kanu, and they made it clear that sit at home will stop as long as Ahmadike is a free man, or once Ahmadike is released unconditionally, that sit at home will stop. But no, you see the likes of Solodo, Pitamba, what is it called? Hope Uzodinjo, all of them fighting against sit at home. You see those criminal career agitators telling you that there should not be sit at home. Or why are people sitting at home? They try to replace sit at home with EED. You ask them, what is the meaning of EED? If not for sit at home, Southeast Iflefus will not be talking about Ahmadike's unconditional release. They want sit at home to stop by all means, but they don't want to do what the people requested of them. Release Nnamdi Kanu the way you people sold him to zoo zoo government. No, zoo, for their selfish interest, they sold Nnamdi Kanu with the help of those criminal career agitators. They should also go and secure his unconditional release. But since how many years now? 3 years now, if I'm not mistaken, going to 4 years. They are still on the ground working. Political solution. Well, dear friends, I will stop here. Let me read your comment. Another person said, where is Emeka? And where are the IPOB1 Nigeria Limited accusing our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa that he was the reason Zoo government doesn't want to release him as Nnamdi Kanu? Now Simon Ekpa is not in the picture for now. Why have they not released him? Another person said, they are telling Igbos to unite and fight for their respect and right, but office holders are slaving their generation and us, not us, themselves. Like you said, their generation. Another person said, Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. His only crime is asking for his people's freedom. Another person said, I'm a Yoruba man and I support Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria needs to be disintegrated. Nothing is working, but those benefiting do not want to hear about it. Okay. Another person said, the Igbos need to leave these Iflefus and concentrate on building their country that has been declared. I support Biafra, but I am not an Igbo person. But I support the courage and the spirit Igbos do have. Okay, Igbos have. Okay, another person said, Igbos need to do the needful now that their country, that Biafra has been declared. Leave all these leaders, all these Igbo leaders do not care about their people. Exactly. Another person said, Biafra has already been declared. Nigeria terrorist state will do the needful whether they like it or not. Alright, dear friends, I'll stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section, and please turn in once you get notification. Ahmadike's unconditional release is what we want. Thank you.